she bema wo kam wonum say bema bu on ma wo dwon so out why dan we akere don't urinate here won so ko dwon so we ma pia gu ho aba won so ko edede
yes.
Nansan sanku bema hona aye nyoma BBC basane a dene nyina no wonya musu pia bebo a wo ban sanku ase wo be say wase kwan mo na yekuma be natural nyoma enso eche na from se jamaya eno aye amusu pi adronu aba no aye makoma ko 24 ana wo dia ntiabe bia bodjuma amusu pi siam sa wo say maye one kasa wo teams ana say club wo fu say obeje aye Premier League Diobeje La Liga, Diawoje Bundesliga or Germany, Diawoje Italian Serie A, and after Diawoje French League Champagne. When abeje our respective leagues na ya day Africa e jama no na mo se Spain no yes supercomputer say Barca beje.
Oma di kan mu di aba.
Madrid for kra ti Ghana for say
wo ene fancy Ghana for drinche bright amankwa GFA say La Liga no Barcelona EPL Liverpool Germany Bayern Munich French Liga no PSG and Serie A so Napoli and what day aba Grace Quartin say Barca Man City Bayern Munich French Liga so PSG Serie A Napoli but Thomas and we monitor free and Pedro as a Chelsea Bayern Munich and afi Inter Real Madrid PSG and a Kotoko or the Kotoko so a day account nana apreku as a EPL Chelsea Germany so Bundesliga Barcelona PSG Napoli omu and no and so ebekodiamo mu Trevella de Souza so Liverpool Bayern and afi Barca Inter PSG omu and edge wodro nyako as a EPL nkwano no ebeka wasem Chelsea Anna Edgy
World Champions no what I don't know na so na real quick mama share YouTube for no messages na yam so say YouTube for no so e de more na drop messages no enso bana anopai aye share live on TV digital satellite tuma and on Facebook and so e was so Wontumi TV live obana our ball live no caps block letters LIV no eno kwa de eno kwa block letters enso ema na fe wonso watimi adjoin na oban wa like page na new na wonso ababeka abusua no ye sports buffet enso ana ema mama share na quick yemfa manfo so de emra we enso rich homie say Chelsea ewo England Barcelona Inter Milan ana Paris Saint-Germain afa Dennis Kewusu so say wakama Arsenal Real Madrid afa Bamunchen Napoli and Paris Saint-Germain Christian Benso say Chelsea Barcelona Bamunchen Napoli and PSG and no John also selected by and Joy Nyakua and so say Madrid Paris Saint-Germain Inter Milan Dortmund and Man City and no also Dianano Peno what on some that buy and I will say good morning Fancy watch the show from PZ that's a doom PZ and no now Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain omuni enunkwa and our day omodiana toso and so dia Lily Jack I say Barcelona PSG Napoli Man City and Bamunchen Pops Skito Kwadiama Chelsea Real Madrid Paris Saint-Germain Bamunchen and Napoli and no I said you know so edene jene buy wa brano peno yere update and so my kwamo no nia no brano so ti live on Facebook Wontumi TV live now or the live also so LIV in caps na fe wo dia no e dia ba shora minim sa draw no we dia real quick ABC draw yenya na fe yem fan so enfama when na fa bia no pay at 10 o'clock a draw no enie yen hwai nem call yenim na yen hwai cause makers will be bedi letters they say this in the door so pa just choose me ensa ba kokra ba ma wadi me enu ba ma wadi ska
yes
me ensa so ba ma wadi okay teteketia we kokwa one day tontom no diska masa
yes
bro nya be nu ko twa bi ma mu diska nyina na afia obi amakọ bro nya na kana say de mo afinshia pa ba bo kakra no masa
dia ko twa bi
teteketi no
start ya che
well BIH
okay
BIH nessa B Ahanti bini de.
No, me die no. Go me die BDT. Me na BDT.
Wontumi.
BDT.
One cha o you two for unti. Jai.
Irade.
Unim da o way be.
Oh we asemu.
Fanu men ya bro.
Ka BDT o. Ka bi na drop. Ah ni be hu apa. Ka ketekete ka first ka o.
Come change you in 1,000.
Oh yeah, kakakawachi. Oh kakakawachi.
Well, shout out your coming on a live on Wontumi Sports Buffet. Wontumi TV live our Facebook and our Wontumi TV and so digital satellite and so yeah Juma and make us live and so our YouTube no and so Wontumi TV live. This Wontumi Sports Buffet. Yako foreign edit news and so Jama latest. And Ebano.
Angwa Juma no you Yami wohoda se uji dudia obeya Juma and such renia no you Yami wohoda se uji dudia obeya Juma ye bompaye Shamachi Israel Yehuwa Ilahenu Yehuwa Ekat we ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika Luvika, Uvika Naveshika, Uvika Miyodika, Tode Yasak. In English, in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Shout out, come on, boy, Capo. Chairman, I feel chairman about Tabu Casamu, some messages and a Benino Biase. Hey, oh, chairman, ya dear pass, watch me assemble. I just quite be coming, and papa, me.
Na guess it is how guess no me say guess no me say how many boys in this year me say guess it is who to be sponsor I number one
and some other just Spurs again no and also other so I am match you right and I make us no so Ghana time no and I just some match so I was na unumsa me no case proud to a gamer and some number so another G I hear some way and about me a trophy and somebody is saying now some for say Paris Saint-Germain for no woman before akwasa match in our brand a chromo for so woman some Maluzu game Adama Bobokua ya for say Chelsea ni na no am sana chesotum say yaw die any ade and some other swam tiana drino woman somebody and ya dempa na ko aye some match and some other so ana for ko aye the other side in so our Bobokua ya for what Germania, your phone some managerial change, you know, and non so Ange Postecoglou, and also a two holidays. I'm a coach now. Your phone so Thomas Franco, no, and a Baba Jumano, and some Adama and Yabokua. Your phone says Spurs, Indiana Jew coach, you know, and some opportunity say, what are some numbers to me? I title, no, and somebody is saying now, so I want to Wabra Kudus Mohammed, and some other Tassa Papa, Matassa, and some come about Bragami, and some across all them. One more at the announcement about the Spurs, and some can and the one more captain, and some Ayakadana. From San Christian Romero, and some Ayakuti, I don't know, now announcement anyway, when some Talking about Koro, one some captain Ayora, your father Romero, Onimsa, Ayat also call Ayashua Centenaro, one some Ampantano, one some Adiama Romero announcement, and also some about Yamansa Canasa when and you're voting as an answer, club will be on the policy. You're the I have voting everyone so I select now Jamaican manager no yes one and yes Ampantino and some other man Romero Okaya transfer market a Kakitua Binanka Bontiano one other switch Aquacopo and some other Mala to come Madrid our Bonnie and so Omantias I'm a move no and I'm a so manager and and some Casantina and Faswanibi our DST one of some Este Lonjal and Jama Club your phones as personal, and some other say Omodia, your phones armband, and some Adama, Ayakuti, Romero, our brother Peno, you done update later, and some other Abba. Now, Coach and Cassan was saying. What you can't buy some attendance at come now buy some express and you might be at us or just one why a very honored Sunday woman at the armband and so the man says as personal a young Quada club at just a team and fans at Tottenham so Bobby Albon Sampa and a team Casana Bontinano Nania Tia Personally one of some Iania Cancer Sangine and some Arma Spurs almost with Timino now Omotiria Basa Brunum One some game Abasono, and yes, and a camo and one on the tabby, a free cray, one some money says, "What and now your captain." Very, very, very happy. And your team and here to come on and some back and another Brahma trophy be also Mutibiano, one some at me at Yinchesama player, your father said Christian Romero and one of your captain, the first was one of some other two got a far armband and a hole.
Thank you so much. The first, not like I speak too much with the telecamera, but I'm very happy to be our first captain on the club. It's amazing for me, a big responsibility for me. Nothing change, always speak with the players for the training, before the start of the season also speak a lot with him. He's a good coach, nothing. Thank you for this also. He's 5 seasons here in the club. I'm very, very, very happy to be a first captain of this beautiful club. No, don't like.
I know again some branch fans. No, Ababani fans are saying and some. Yes, press and I'll tell you done the first words Emma you tell for an aeroplano and some our own to me sports buffet and some Jumadiano so Ebiamno Mama manager Fanasa Luis Enrique Unimsa manager no some non commodity across Anua Wama training the rear and a dream match and Airbus Umpo I had a game no mobile ball now manager and say Wamu some mother so much a year history and Tebacos and original Woman change UEFA Champions League last season will be on some trouble and your Bobokua, your father said Chelsea, Nanka every title diaries, Bobokua, your father said Paris Saint-Germain follow, Natchez and Comoso. Chelsea at the F. Nasan since we are ever Shassi, and some other Sadiano, Sir Ujan enemy and sent today. Domian and last season, one more say what I'm saying, Yamia Duma, one more some other said defender a trophy, no, young manager, our own titles, one of some other more, and some other man sent trophy for young coach, no.
We always said that the line between victory and defeat is very thin, and in that way we are excited to try to win again, which is most difficult than winning the first time Champions League and also our championship. And okay, excited to try to continue making history in Paris, and that means we need to win trophies. That's the key. Well, it's going to be difficult. We always said that the line between victory and defeat is very...
Yes, I know I can free manager as well. The banner just one chitum sanioma be difficult and so the other side there. And I can free mo and some like the urban watching someone with sense. Yeah, be some sana dream game bus on a quemena more for so a room our brother to some no and also some other coach and say one go and some a trophy and a tree and some idea so manas I know I have a tie Cassia Paba Drino and also some SC or Maniso.
We did it great in the past because for play that you have Well, the goal now is starting the season in the best way and a different normality, because it's going to be our first match and it's going to be a final, which means we did it great in the past, because for play that you have to win our Champions League or Europa League, and we are happy to be here and starting the season in that way. Well, the goal now is starting the season.
Free Omoma Chinemo Bana Adiba Konesa Enchabia was here winning power no Abaje Bando at the scene now sooner. One of some conversation in Yana Tai Center on Paris Saint-Germain more say and so Sunny last season over for the Rodri and some major Ballon d'Or dia and in Manchester Vitinha and so you'll be no and some major Ballon d'Or am I able to me kana one more day a bunch of manusa Nuno Mendes no amunano and some other bamana will be also sababi a Paris Saint-Germain for no one more campaign and some other fan I say one more project a Yakadana fanasa Osman Dembele and some Ama Dembele mom and J Ballon Dono and some afana omubusa Nuno Mendes asa anyabia Ballon d'Or say momo hunu masadira mo ya phone was say one of the onyini sansima na no ya ba man for say and Hakimi akoya interview am wonom akokasa sa omoto aba de man say Ballon d'Or ono and some energia we be some essence ono so esafata we deserve say we say Ballon d'Or eba and some other man no we say nyare say no aba disrupt aya say dey be a focus and in your city and some our dressing room no kasa kwano woman you know we are very calm about the most important thing and some other Madrid woman ball a share aje and no aye kakra free aye player your fan say aye Mendes as well and some major another no and some our show no some me see Ronaldo woman team no aye Al Nassr na manager no buy no bra no create nyame ni aye preseason there but utumusa way aye fresh air and a body far aye Nassr Campo na Serie Beka se si Ronaldo and some babenya say yaka players I was so moba woman was so moko omo se John Mokrani ade woman se bi omo colon and ya manager no one mu kwa Ronaldo na man branch dia benino and some babenya say na omo to bi aja ba onum san no pay dia me say kan san I shocking because you become the last week no class akoda na fan just say Kingsley Coman and some joining Al Nassr na Omari and I know Paudu Saudi Arabia report on the second yes by much important for no where hierarchy also Max Erbal and then Nassr woman negotiate and what cast and your body transfer and add-ons and a home panadia and a chess and water to Dianino and come on and see 30 million euros Al Nassr for say kai F4 and Amatia says Akranamra. You don't sorry none of payer. Domodo Banning Nan say Bamunchi the powers that be Omwa. Woman some our sorrow say. Na uno bibi ya one abona mania Ruberton Kingsley Coman 30 million euros. Na Yabusau say Kono for replacement Abra and Jadon Sancho Kwano Manchester for some per se. And it's our own Tom Kingsley 30 million. Now we come market and boy now we for replacement area bar. Woman about you more than that entina answer Bamunchi for no yes say hierarchy no team our brother Minya in answer woman some demand more almost woman somebody's can be abakaho and I said the update no and also city na Al Nassr ya come some report Yansa, woman about training and anumera, woman you're training and numeria, woman some other fly, Omoko Singapore, a whole and a Lapano, and some Quantisadia. Al Nassr, Omo fly ako, a Hong Kong, and yes a player no report coming Yansa coach na. And some different Amasua Deba, yet the update and the Akanin and some Adema yet for an anno pay, and some our Shona Suna, Maba Premier Real Madrid, the young quality to cross on the La Liga, no cry okay. Now, over to me, La Liga, and ask a question of the Devil Crown, no penalty of South say. And obviously, League was Spain, England, Italy, Germany, and Chester France, and Montes. La Liga, according to Aya Opta, Aya supercomputer, Jomo can in answer Omotana say I calculation will be a squad. Ever said Yaman Fossi Bonnet said you be considered goals and Yateno Womentary pass FC Barcelona ever said La Liga champion for a year 2025-2026 a year says Reno and your uptown supercomputer now a year percentile no one say Barcelona chances as of now say Omobeje a year La Liga title as woman also no Bonsam Ejina 46.5%. Real Madrid atosumi eno one percentile ejina 32.1%. And Atletico Madrid atosumi ensa aya 11.7%. Anom aya sedie eno some message ewa boro peno yar update abana fei mama Premier League no when some aya Athletic woman some ado dia ban no say woman some akoye selfie sawon and ebiam sa Premier League abaje na when so crowd omo che say am say enam Liverpool fans say we defend our title our fans and say no more car we become Man City supporters no and some other catchers oh ya sham Canadian and mo and ya bounce back here by Arsenal as an missing piece no and some striker and we want Victor Gyökeres and so aba we must abaje Chelsea and so manya João Pedro Xavi Simons and Komo and some aba any ade Manchester also say Sawunya born in Bambo now when Mateus Cunha ama Benjamin Sesko ebe so afa ato womaje entena yebisa samu kwaye omo safe no womo se club baako a womo supporters are very optimistic aya Chelsea enedi kan ye de yanu maza yaze pushia Chelsea bi na buza so wana Chelsea ya ni aje Chelsea supporters ya say 98% say womo are optimistic sir womo som abaje ana 2% per ano money GDS e bia Chelsea abaje aya Premier League no Liverpool atosumi no woman some fans o kamamwa 97% say woman some abaje ana yes Brighton supporters no cross woman so to me Premier League no man ye near to Kroma ma Leicester for shocking ya for wama owura chase for said the Tinkerman Claudio we are near no ana chase aye Ngolo Conte ne Jamie Vardy ne Riyad Mahrez no aye Bonanote no ana chase nkwadai abaje dia and woman Brighton some to me na Brighton to some yensa woman fans no and so amwa woman optimistic ejina 95% and after the mensa kan say Sunderland na wonom abana anu ya no am woman so our hope our brano ayo hopometer our brano peno ya den update any day and some number man for no ayo 86% and abobokua ya fan some Man City supporters no woman some ayo 85% and Arsenal and some legend ayo 84% our brano peno ya the update any dia kan nyina no and some like aba yeka mami Atletico Madrid esasano pay ya bana omo training session egusua and no team Atletico woman training our Bromone Espanyol and our match day one Atletico for no Ombekwawe and Sana Dominion sa Pablo Barrios and Ansano Bekas and on to me any training no good news and Sakatano one team training and ano pay and a Fabian a player your fan Alexander Soloff one and Josema Gutierrez and a player your fan Johnny Cardoso woman and I just on to me any training now some of me and Sano out Pablo Barrios in training no wanu sum ayabina yesi Atletico Madrid supporters ni bi womu akama na emsan abeto players no omutrim wonum say dabia ye taka me din komo say ai ana Diego Simeone die womutimi todi opebi ya de man bat ball no kra no womane nya fe ene wati won sentime nyifa Angela Liga and titles chese baby kran komo pamo no ana wonya de omutimi kaka se coach no kra no oyobi a wo hatum ni tene sanya bedia ankam omunja no kwamane nko wonum say Dominion no no person and say yes omo ye heavyweight e wa Atletico omo dressing room na se bimum and say Antoine Griezmann e bia Josema Jimenez no and e bia captain Jorge Resurrection Koke womum and say boys womum do no yes o makọ catch coach ne say afidi bra yen kwano semre bia twam wo yes boys no woman demand say omo quality ni bi anya bi a bouncer any squad enche Atletico Real Madrid any team enche Atletico enti awoso omo ball no obi a higher pressure say be a pressure no woman press opponent no animu no munya Atletico bobola no makogu akira say we suro bi and I was saying more vertical and you can say horizontal say be adoro ekwanchemu na bancha mo masaya kwanu ya tosi chase ye kwa na ye kwa yeso ma catch your coach no so pani I was so say ball no ya be sa fi ye kom ayese eno ensem ayese the Atletico for no wo so no place yesusu so mo ye heavyweight our local room no wo so akodimante ade free aye coach no ho a ya the update and the aka nyina no ensem na de aba ene wo ko aye Real Madrid da o hwe bi enu amasa mese Real Madrid for ball no bra afi ebe ye hu na pass bi ashoa mani ball no pa hey na yes Shuameni ni die yes coach no say abisa number 1 with team sheet so ebi abaka Mbappe no and ya say Mose Madrid and number 6 but manager fans Alonso and na me no kase yes nipa Sam Wontumi anyini sin chairman nya yie no and some aye chesa akodan no ye fon Owuye Shuameni aba brand asoja hey and arda gulash come omoni tero and a ball be can say yo and should anya match but and you be ehun and glimpses and you be bra wo mutum no ano be shepa na jamisa kan nyina say manager fan say aye Shabi Alonso no wonim sam ano pay over training when your time assign autographs ni bi and some adema aye supporters and nkwadana o ma be ku and onye na time o won glass no kwa from all sign autographs omo ma ba around no and you see ba kubi san say Shabi na na say Mbappe won too kwai omo so wori Mbappe ba na Mbappe na ne anim no wono na wodi bibia omo say Mbappe na fe no wasoja na say hey until last season 43 goals. What is set a record? No other player in the W season was 43 goals in Mbappe. I yes, I am in an famous answer. Yes, but almost a bona. Woman say Mbappe, but Massa, and then I saw and one another year. Now report I mean, we should get Vinicius. I'm more pressing. Yes, manager dear. Waka wasasi subiem ama mekwa be time na club worker be cross against aya Paris Saint-Germain say one press wonya dwumaden ball no wonya bi mo etobia fritadia mo ma enya so Mbappe na kwa na goalkeeper no seal na chase Mbappe sabo na msam sa Shuameni ana de ball no tumum adema Mbappe no bra on kwada na be ya dwuma fi papa eno kakra frimo ensom ante abana David Alaba on say the club say no I tried our 6 and Penra woman was 6 nibi na nyina no sa Shabi Alonso on say former teammate any Alaba our Bamunchinti when qualities Alaba kita na say David Alaba ko Austria one match all by the crown on the defender one man born what we call mu nyina akọ go to obaban na no na akọ aye 3 and I say be a center back but national team Austria that ball fifi ana also where you were German second Safino say be a Shuameni anyhow na be a bibinia or no ada benjamin as a pivot adiama bobokua your fan Real Madrid nyame anu watena ana akwada na fan sa Franco Mastantuono womo some other presenter watena aya akwada na birthday watena the same time now oben 18 presenter boy na and I update I say Basa from point for ken kwa dia and see dada boba come Cobana Central for and I'm someone I'm say Madrid team no would match Jamal wow ni pakro wo say and then ya the Real Madrid a team no to now the FC Barcelona so tonchen near catch us and win and an affair Jamal and Kwa Dabi Rodrigo Dabi Vinicius ontimi aye Lamin Jamal and some other volunteer mudeda mo yeri nyina Lamin Yaman ko twam o maka nyina aye Mbappe nkwanam sa kodano and some betimi amachi player ye fan Lamin ewa brado plano and some aye update aba fei ye ba train sempanfono wo mbanya sanction anya bia FIFA and some abatiasie ama via won Barcelona wo game akoso and some Miami ana Mama Unai Simon ono aye goalkeeper and some other national team what the post no adama be bawo onye na Unai Simon and was say you want to just say football na ye no football aye fans ne dia o and it's a commercial be fans ne ka na muntie ya bum ya guyasum oh yeah ne ya dia penny ya beduru ba bi no also covered by na mo bob hand close us mu say na man ekoso na some fa every La Liga na a few supporters and some other outsider a lack of respect and a modern di adama supporters abasana montre buoba kuba kokra e me no the ono on fast and man so na omaba training and aeroplane no ye usa kwada na fan se Nico Williams aba Nico de mi se basa from fanchen da na Nico Williams so banam se ono and some really down sign autographs ni bi ade ade and some other man kwadana woman so aba gu aya chesabe bawo woman so akwana no moment ni ebi twa selfie ebi autograph at to aya ball ho and some ade ade ni konie na Unai Simon and was say Nico Williams aya de pasa team kasia pa was say menko my stand 10 years ade akawa na aya kasai aje 2035 and a boy contract ebewu na tachesa akwada no sa de no kwa kami bi akira wa o abonten bi afu sana be bawo de wo team no muntina akwada no kwa was I stand by 10-year dono and some make a great statement and I kakra frimo and some other banana peno I was sure no some stadium come new way because come new ano peno baby coaches no and just a reserve team one abetena omo bench no wa ma hihye nkonya no kupra FPA we ye nkonya hodoa and then aya kase no womo som ahihye amane yoma ekoye ensom adema chese team no na deminya no nyina som ane se womo ahye nkonya no awo stadium awia em se dia kai se ba pepa paso na mpo omo ahye aye bench no nyina awie no na echa se ya ready em se adwuma no womo som da so speed na womo bo aye deco abaso domo kan nyina no se players na deco adwomo kram womo ko loan omo moto outright omo moko for free womo salaries sika Barcelona enya ene de ya tony loan ene sane man nyina wo kan nyina boma this saman ko ano deco raise 75 million euros adiama bobo ko fa Barcelona minyi twin enya doa from academy ni mu edeba aye Barcelona Sunday eni go Martinez ekoye ne salary aye dia ba be omo dia ebiem aye Pablo Torre nom ni ade no wo kan nyina de bomwa 75 million euros eno aye amount abasa for no woman sansom atimiaka na say Mark Andre ter Stegen a situation at say deminya no say bon onya bi modia na wan kwasama ya zoro kwa wapra tebia nyame arma January obetimi akwa abontia akobo loan esanse World Cup eba HB obesa wonom adam ama Germany dia ajuso onya playing time to mete sebia nyame arma January ono ensom na betimi akwa abontia akobo loan eno aye update eba Eric Garcia ensom ana boss afon komono report amenya no se enchebia omobawie akwadano ensom ada extended a contract no ensom adiama bonsa yentie Marcus Rashford say position the favorite aye position was one the benkum so ha answer na ya beka say coach no kra hu more of a 9 a chance am e bia ball and tentenwa ana boy no so se ba bia o da o Philippa aye benkum so because I don't know o bi onye selfish ya no ta be so o jiball no dan wa twe ba komie no tia so esio na mo twa no o pass e ma ne teammate I don't know but 9 there but on time touch bi sa oh I don't know papa into Rashford
at my best. I'm having that freedom to exploit the back line. for me, from the left is the easiest position for me to do the rotation, because on the left I find it more natural to play off the centre half shoulders and the full back shoulders than I do on the right. But it's all just, it depends game to game.
Well, football's never...
It's never the same. But then some games I'll be on the left, and even if I have a good game, I'll be seeing what's happening on the right, and I'll be like, oh, I wish I was on the right today. So it's one of them. But as long as I'm, helping the team and, trying to find ways to have an influence on the game, then, I'll be happy. And like, for me, when I'm at my best, I'm having that freedom to exploit the back line.
Yes, I know. I am some branch fan say Marcus Rashford, and I'll tell say your Danny excepts in and some of them are first time that down on him say by no cost because one more say Bossa the highline and say aha attacking football also no corrections akru onye off ono any player no be say wo hwe ni play so ball no ma so mo nsuro wo mo ko ni mo ko ni ntenya fena ye mane afanche bi na ye suro opponent o say highline na Barcelona wo mo so abonani so o say aye training our Barca kra no aye different on attacking football and obaso wo two teams say Barca the akwada no na me antipa yentie Marcus Rashford.
But it's perfect for the skill sets of the team. There's too much ability to be spending too much of the game in your own half. So, to play the high line, which honestly in the first couple of weeks that I've been at, how good they are at the high line is like everyone looks like they're only just offside, but they're so confident in the system, and for them to only be doing it for 1 year and be that good already is really positive. So it's good, but honestly, I'm still learning it, which I probably will be for a while. But it's attacking football, and that's what I want to be playing.
Like, so you're really, happy with life and the way that 100%. It must be really exciting. Looking forward to the start of the season.
Honestly, it's just like refreshing. We see how good they were last year, but like the motivation and the determination to just improve, and we know it's going to be tough to have a year like they did last year, winning that many trophies. But that's the aim and that's the objective. So that was one of the first things I noticed my first couple of days there. Like, everyone's pretty much forgotten about last year, and it's about what we can do.
At Emma Natchez, I could social ball at Barcelona upon the last season at Titus and which is still determination. And that's what I say on the common market. Some I find the Natchez team and worship Pastor for a year. Ellen Haaland and track and mommy in your room and some our Premier League in the Massa. Kabo down there so akwaje kamba so de bebajuma unya hunuchi ana kan unya hunuchi wo o kana akwaje ata we aya track na Ellen Haaland jera ese na ana oni ana ba training no si kai say bu dibia de na musu asu twi jaski bia abasa enjoy yo because at the channel nyaw dia internet Bible class me chese and need the obession the obedi ho what to say life no live life to the fullest. Yes, our reward here our can power, but a man no shout so na chese new man that's a mama shame one come masa because ye can say future no the next 1 minute future here the next second bibia to me see one call just one phone call na sesania man enkwara ni nie anya na mo sis kai so on abusu mo to so level on e ka chiri wonu so de refie say mama mpanfo ni nyina te wo kwa wo na Ellen Haaland track no jaminya no sa wonu ya de ba training and yes ye babusam kaka no say wonu ya show be super snake f Nam aye 200 pounds canon aye V8 engine ekita 785 horsepower na se kan be wuka ya kawasemina amsam aye 2,839,738 Ghana and yes no 28 billion also kroma krama na timi to bi ane ade one on the fleet of cars and grow when I over 28 billion and a small boy Ellen Helen Eddie Ramuna just only on the track and a banana peno I'm saying Galafo the course I told you what the idea Jeff Fanson or Brado Peno yet up to 10 of the Academy in Adabasodrak Mama Everton former striker you found Dominic Calvert-Lewin and yes on Everton for a year because the contract no ISPA na German can say one Leeds United Archie agreement it is a Serbia Leeds far a Dominic Calvert-Lewin I'm a boy no I'm a probable preference Lisa nurse and no any German persons and the Academy in a medical I was saying no and some Abaswano Peno you control say afraid I don't know about official say Jack Grealish one of join Everton and the Ocon you say this kind of what on say initial loan deal what you £300,000 a week report I mean say can say Everton ever cover 75% because me decay and some other two just say man say the first one be funny biano over cover by the weekly wages say James Everton focus on Pacho and ama yamo mutia I 75% of I weekly wages now 25% akano man say the for no some day asoso now man say the for one of test yes Nottingham Forest mono mama be James Makati more than a kwanisa omo kwa omo say aso akaba akodia aso mi ko no so nyame ni wanum kwai aso mi ko masa kasa na Rico Lewis no say bibi ya wo amza mono ya na just amza mun na wo samu ye ade ai wo mo de 25 million euros plus aye 5 nanka aye 30 million abefa aye Rico Lewis and some adenako e wona man siri for no wo mo some reject aye beta and some buy akodana ye fa no bafode diakite enwa mekana some acho no say oba Bournemouth o ma confirm say ayampa akodana ni afei ababe official unum say mekan say aye 35 million upfront later wo mo 5 aba so na aye 40 million euros boy no wo fili abana yes no ever since wo mo take Bournemouth wo mo nto bi abodi say dawo ento no ana ababe the highest aye purchase and some our Bournemouth amaba kosemu atasono aye behind Evan Nilsson na say Evan Nilsson our top ana bona ababe sheche na diakite defender there na so mato na boden and some ade akwada na ba me no ka say no yes Bournemouth for that so hye because Morocco ni akwada na ye fon Amin Adli obon ball and some ade Leverkusen onye boy na me tesa yes Leverkusen for demand 26 million pounds and then German can you know say one jire pass Adli aba one ebe shem adama Dango Watara esansa Dango Watara no yase ayebobokua your friend say Brentford and some episode woman far because Brentford ebe jai ama Juan Risa akwa Newcastle to Brentford ebe fa Dango Watara no mo so fa Min Adli and so ade ashem and no aye said ye city na manko Asensio wabasa babia because am say one Jose Modian antimi anya adwuma mete say ye say Aston Villa for no woman some ade offer ebe question say when you agree 3-year contract I no ebe so sign esanama Aston Villa when you can be Bolon and they Villa for them this kind of because be a Paris Saint-Germain I don't know Krama Sadono and no some abaso ana Aston Villa woman could have found sir Jacob Ramsey Metesa Newcastle so agree I have 40 million pounds and they Newcastle for to say plan B ni plan C kwana woman some asisako because domoko hu bi an omanya na Jacob Ramsey anyway one so ni born pia pa boy no yes say I'm over crowd to yes personal terms crown we enti ebia medical no and some other coso our brown some nyina no yet Emma yet for and anopai and some our show no so them say we could be some man city for say na yes Donnarumma money na we are one more omuntimi deny woman so omuntimi confirm but the most important thing and say Man City ntimi deny say nya no kura say nya akoda na winti akoda no de aya de obeba nanka Pep ebesa Ankebia, woman say kipi a desin, account ebia desmond, but Jamesa can say bia Bama because money obidia, and your Munyan Cramono, and some uncle Eva Brano, per one something in ano, yet the Eva Palma, woman boy na Liverpool for say, woman some Fana, say a yet Giovanni Leoni, woman say, could I almost say, and Liverpool, so mota, no man Samana Bolon, one season almost say, yeah, but Tamana Sanko, Sumo, almost fun in Naya, yeah, Casai, I the attendant said Giovanni Leoni, no, I was no and some aba and I deliver pumpon for the Elkana and some now and say Yakasa Mike Gay one and Liverpool for the area. I'm on for today Sabia personal terms no woman year batano and your problem. Diakan in I Sabia best schedule sir and Abia Kodano one quack medical near to Sarabia Diakan in Ano and no some about to me a bum. Now Manoka say latest Mensaka and some other Abanasa Newcastle one team no yes boys maybe and phone say na den na Isaac no montono kura manen kwana yasum entry because owo enshama oni mo entosini e de nkwana yenhu owiase alanshero mu nyina kra no wo mo abako ani adentina e wo so mu jano kwankwa ma no kwatitadada na bi kra tiri pasa koda no wo ya dane enkatia apro o mo se em so do mo kan nyina sa na o ye rotten say ujane mane kamwa what the best other players aka many janom any players ni bi asi enja koda no kwamane nko chesanom ay update ba Liverpool jana meneba tu jasa 125 million pounds aye woman latest offer 120 initial bid later 5 million pounds add-on so no yentese Newcastle I reject it ya say be betimi ate aye news and some from Arsenal omoma na kwa bada bena mema na be Champions League omo training eno anwumra no you say mema no album nsam ema aya ema na akwaba because ema no women are European champions ever women's aya Champions League onom and some energy moment here just a girl see na ba just a unia na bie ana chese mane mama no nyina no wo mo ye training ebo man yo man so ye fa omo ye media day omo twitwa mfonyini na some Arsenal players no say wo mo ye drum de line up no yes be our goaler na dwa bana se team sheet aba said ye wo be suppose na me wo say Albert Sambi Lokonga onye wo ye photo shoot ni bi am so be yanka so ope enti ye no kasa still na no boy no da so Arsenal Sambi Lokonga enye other players no omo nyina so twatwa bi a chese Saka no Odegaard no aye goalkeeper no mo nyina no wo be ansom aye photo shoot ni bi ka Havertz no ana omo maka no nyina so afamu a ano aye kakra free wo ansom na aba failure Rasmus Højlund AC Milan my say pamo akoda no da you say 6 million euros and your loan deal now option to buy 45 million now the salary similar for na cover because as of how much na Jamaican say Manchester rejected a loan with option to buy one more plan obligation to buy and to one that's your option to say at this time no be offer and I say be sikai ebema Manchester and Perforno one as so much and yes kana chukwa makase Chelsea Perforno wo me the pabone for papa na matesa boy ne kesi omanim answer on one kan wachi answer say omo be so kwai no din komari a cho say be o duty 1 or 2 ntia bia won fete manager team of player ntia be say wo ko de onya team a be boy amane ne ade yes kana chukwa makaka champion for say we are disappointed na sido musi treaty aya enkwadanom anya kura what the baby number fan bar from Aston na modene ba na unu ya so ba ya boy aya bibia o pra ba ko ba ya ma mo anyo no nko ha se no doi nom Messi Mount nom other players aka me sia kwada no say we are disappointed akwa na mo fa so a wo mo so treaty aya nkwadano na Xavi Simons adia no de me come from Germany and say Leipzig and Chelsea agree on 60 million euros enyama meduru UK na German one am so ma agree no story no akwa so kire mu say one be so mo club ba kumienu bi na ababa confirmed anything na Man City fa kire koi me be ka sa akora ne se da and what we fa kire kwa akora ne se da a woda so training bo aye preseason games ama Leipzig kesa sa Chelsea na no ana akora no so ba so opona na no Friday on se Chelsea Bolivia Leverkusen last week Friday and Sunday omo bo AC Milan metese omo agent no Ali Barat wonu kure agent Adama Nico Jackson wasa we pray akwada we say na owura no at the Royal Box so and some be dim komo our brand chese movement no dey there no and some ababa so nti aya couple dwumwe no ma me na afa fancy na yemra so abedwa format national dia kan nyina no yemfa ma ye Penu na be find it. Very calm. Yes. What done here? Cold. Cold. What done here? Day cold. Tese kupa. I know thing. Oh, okay. I want to me. And I want to show my video na couple. Hey, what's Africa bana me Africa Swahili. News yo. New bibia. Yo bo. Okay. Yo sokotre yo. Now so yeah. Yo. Yo bo yo. Yo sokotre yo. And it is meeting coming. Boba. Whoa, yamra so na fe yamra me din komo na real quick yamfa dia kan nyina no enso so meza ma me sha se free ho
fancy ma yen chiatifo na yemomo akwaba enfamra Wontumi sports so na no pay na yen hye komo na se me say o question of the day no me wo interest to mo ansa na me wura substantive stories na da ye nim na obisa say
eno a obi ka say Newton e da de lumba
or Sinuti and
I can Clifford. And I'm also a person see when you could be actually was a Newton the new dad lumba.
Modi
Temu version.
Oh, we are to miss no one. Wetu Akuma. Go.
But me video media season, you know, so
fancy Mamenchia Reverend Obana. Na Reverend Obana tamane osumpa FM no. Yeko Ivory Coast no muna a hosty e kakra. I think the early weeks of the AFCON. Ewo mo parish honum no. Enti wabagana. Okay. Me no kaso show life. Oh wow. Ese kwa ever se fada na sa. Fancy. Na enkomo no me sha say the free o say one na ogitumi say liga ebebo say predict a one na gitum so obeji the various leagues.
Yeah. 5 major.
Yes. I think say first of all no say me sha say amen quick but do baby me no amejina. For the League One, I think Paris Saint-Germain will still retain the French Ligue 1. In terms of quality and the coach, no, they will retain it. I think for the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich will still retain the Bundesliga title. Vicent Kompany, the kind of additions on my Leverkusen lose key players, and I feel Marco Eric Ten Hag about sell Mumbai Senior, my Dortmund, so I don't see them winning it. Then to the Italian Serie A, fancy, I think say this is one league title. Melko Napoli quick. And the only strong contender will be to me AC Milan due to the fact that Maximiano Milano Allegri akakofa AC Milan team, but I still think Napoli with the additions no my Kevin De Bruyne money ade no oh bit me akwaje. Then the Spanish La Liga league with the Spanish La Liga, fancy but to win the Spanish La Liga.
Okay,
Barcelona any favorites to win the Spanish La Liga. One, it is because of Omu coach now Ojina bench the Mobono. Experienced. Wababeje. I feel Real Madrid akofa Xabi Alonso de na ede. Aba. So the Alonso ni Hansi Flick to the same scale la. Fancy. And you be a catcher. And you be a catcher. We can have another discussion about the quality of players between Barcelona and Real Madrid, but I think Barcelona team are more balanced than Real Madrid there. And they've proven themselves over a period of time, say, in terms of getting consistent results. They are there. Best was one abe 8. Obe winisa papa. No akodro ba akolusu ba ako. I think baby Barcelona ebenya issue kakre bi no ejina kwa mafa so lusu Inigo Martinez. I'm only hoping say going forward no omo betimi atoto omo nyoma yenya the perfect replacement to come into their setup. There is one particular player me ban so later on when I'm discussing the transfers. Ono mu ogidie say at the end of the day no club will be a person defense ni mu ye dimbi and eso bia no. I was say next season no show ambition and next 2 seasons e de ko fa ne deneba. But me no work as prepare mu no. O hwe players bi ti say Pedri. O players bi ti say Yamal. Ubasi, Julius Koundé. Most of these guys are fancy. I strongly believe say Barcelona were the missiles to compete and compete well and win the La Liga this season. And then Robert Lewandowski knew one of last season Ferran Torres said in the absence of Lewandowski he can give you goals. And no matter Rashford Naba, and they also have a very good goalkeeper in Juan Garcia. Very good goalkeeper. You when you do Odima Espanyol last season, and you know can say Espanyol called down Temukra. On the keep your moment to latter stages even of the season that they had an opportunity to win certain games and stay in the league. And that's how come mopa. And then Barcelona her come before some register omo. I think that problem is already solved due to the medical report no must submitted the Aquacoma La Liga in reference to Marc-André ter Stegen issue. And they are going to do that particular registration. Moving forward, they are hoping to get money from up the sale to AS Roma. Because more sell on also about 4 million euros at Barcelona and Sabetimiaka. And no team come free Italy bar. And very likely say update. Ebe free Rebetis. Akako joining AS Roma. If it happens, Barcelona are getting 4 million euros. Already, Omonia scare free Todibo Mudius in this season, and they've been able to recoup a certain amount of money to register most of these players. Rashford money they are okay, no problem is there. But Barcelona, Omo coach no Jinan chain, how they are used to their system and tactics. Fancy enya phenom be adapted. Omo grow, utie makusha Rashford da. Or say highline or the first training, you don't know who you what I say. So these team, they are used to their system. They understand what it means. So I think they are going to retain it again. Real Madrid will fight, but I think still now Barcelona remains the favorite to win the Spanish La Liga. Then in the English Premier League, fancy Liverpool. Me sure Mudi wo baby kakra. City so te tare achiri kakra. Arsenal te tare achiri kakra. Fancy favorite to win the league Mesa kwa diama Manchester City.
Okay.
Mesa kwa diama Manchester City. Reasons are medical science in this particular era. You find say from 1992 deba. There are few coaches in our system ni mo mutimiji league in back to back. What am I say? Jose Mourinho abeyebi beboa. Sir Alex Ferguson beboa Pep Guardiola beboa me sure say you kind coaches or magic back to back league titles in the Premier League since 1992 I say Adina fancy coaches no moon new 5 cra omun 5 there is still Pep Guardiola in the league so underrating now you underrating him at your own cost.
Run to me
where a manager watch league na to 4 solid times. Pep Guardiola by England me who a season I wako 2 seasons without winning the Premier League.
Apart from the first season
one you know second season of Eddie
Abeje Nas Liverpool so Bejia the following season or reply
almost maybe say Alex Ferguson on 2 seasons without winning the Premier and I'm picking them as my favorite to win the Premier League. One, due to that particular thing that one say come more than 2 seasons without winning the Premier League and Guardiola. Number 2, Guardiola still remains the most decorated Premier League winner in the league now. Prempene say do now. Do you bet me Ferguson once more. What is the bench na no but prepare me no ka say coaches na ka Premier League ni nyina no obi no waji league ni chen Pep Guardiola and no me second one. Number 3, Manchester City with the quality to compete more the quality to compete. They still remain my favorite to win the Premier League. They still remain my favorite to win the Premier League. Liverpool muni Arsenal bobo so kakra na. Ma wo say that na okay ti busa mo che say ka me ka say mini me Premier League top 4 am yi hwan no hwan. Pepe timu pa de ka me ka say City besa di league no. Liverpool beto so miensa, Chelsea beto so 9.
Yes, still Arsenal and G League ni bi.
Fancy still and your man league no mo de be no still na me hunu your man. Your marketing team they need to finish it and work around it. As compared to Liverpool, Manchester City, I think the best thing they can even do is be able to Liverpool. They don't credit say Liverpool decided someone to center back. I don't want another attacker being fanning count because they will need a last squad. But City still remains my favorite to win the English Premier League. The Spanish La Liga, Barcelona remains my favorite. Bundesliga, Bayern Munich remains my favorite. French League Paris Saint-Germain remains
obvious.
Italian Serie A, Napoli remains my favorite. Now, in the transfer market, Tottenham Hotspur show ambitions. Apart from the signing of players, and Savino Mako Kamono, me say maintaining a player like Christian Romero and giving him the captaincy band a lot of things the Bible thing. Because every single player be another Tottenham Hotspur be our ambition say we free Tottenham Hotspur ko be fufuro. In sakoye interview aba bonten abe kase ono nyaya ko be ko be bi akoye dey.
Okorie yo. Romero there transfer market he was almost done with Atletico Madrid. Almost.
Obeko. Fancy. Obeko no. Entimi Nsiaga ene omo the captaincy amba na ede amana. He's the first Argentine to captain Tottenham Hotspur. And Osha in the history of Tottenham Hotspur and Argentine players enyo omo nyina na enya rosy career playing for Tottenham Hotspur. But this is one particular centre back or both type A and type B. Make a type A and type B. Normally, me the type A ni jina homo more aggressive. Normally, type B ni jina homo more bold and brilliant in possession. We or a combination of the two. Aggressive. Baby obika hard tackler. Header baby enfi team kokro in the tibeko. Baby say obi intelligent on the ball. Yam more pass, yam breaking lines, yam bobo ni bia. He's there. Obi on any bad partner bia keeps taking. Even with the Argentine national team, either with Lisandro Martinez or Nicolas Otamendi, you could see say he makes the team take. On Sre, me friend the baby face assassin. Obey young one you must see. And then on Mickey Van der Ven. For me, a certain partnership for Tottenham Hotspur, I believe, is one of the best in the Premier League. Maybe at some point in time, Postecoglou formation in tactics be with a hairline be. Ebe expose you more. I mean, I shall consider goes baby. But I think Omumi you no pay any far. And when you compose himself, not Mickey Van der Ven could maybe go pray for a long period of time for Tottenham no movie. But Obai and Omuni United Europa League final. No the performance of Omumi United. Quality player. But fancy in 2 or 3 years time, I could have with Mama Tottenham Hotspur. Let's not kid ourselves. Barcelona na enyo moda de muntia. Akabo we ka captaincy ambad no. Konye.
Oh, send some 2 or 3 seasons now. Was Sunday man then means so about this season, about probably next season. Cry can 2 seasons new year. So let you go no money on may be a bass and seek a smart race because on be come new. So bass with me album.
Asem na makano. Or a profile of here. Real Madrid. Antonio Rudiger, everything clearly shows that range to be on a free system. They need such a profile within their setup. This guy is the man. But yeah, certain numbers were show ambition. Say, Ontana, no more captain of the team. Oshe, everything that is going on now as it stands. And now, Rodrigo Nkomo ni be akotetare chi asepi. Savinho de ni be abetetare ni asepi. Now there's Liverpool and Magay. Fancy, Magay to Liverpool a good signing because of 2 things. Magay the captain for Crystal Palace, which assures the leadership quality coming to play for a big club like Liverpool. Maybe a new thing class in one say big club is always going to be a big club. Sometimes you need a profile and a character that fits into the system of the big club. And Magay prove that without reasonable doubt. Now, this is a left-footed centre back. I know the English national team of fancy. So could you say you need 3 centre backs and now 2 centre backs no a fitter, he will be a starter. Definitely not an upgrade over Virgil van Dijk. Only an upgrade over Virgil van Dijk. But this is a player or what the quality to replace Virgil van Dijk anytime or absent. And at the same time, no, Obetimi so a partner Virgil van Dijk at the back line. He's such a quality centre back. Calm in possession, a good tackler. Maybe certain moments within the game or Rashford decisions. But I think he has proven himself enough in the Premier League and beyond the shore. Say Obetimi carry on his shoulders and Nyoma who here so Obetimi dia ball at the Liverpool. I'm really looking forward to that. Real Madrid team no still na adwuma won tina men kasa bebre no. Atletico Madrid for no so mo hwe o team na wo se La Liga no mo team je. Ana mo team ball performance bi di e bi. That story na be akokachi coach. Fancy mini players na ya adwen. You can't tell me say every single profile within your setup like this. Also they be yetna no mudi nkomo bia ma make say the biggest problem for Atletico Madrid is not about so omu ja Diego Simeone kwa manako. The biggest problem for Atletico Madrid is getting in a coach or starting something new and delay, because when you coach only team not snatch only team na fa. Fancy and omo me fo no masa sesane nyina omo ja Rodrigo di Paul mu nyina akwan. Omo ja Rodrigo di Paul mu nyina akwan. So monko. But the quality you bring in, the quality you bring in will always determine the kind of football you want to play. Say see ya Paul Diego Simeone or midfielders in Nyabuga Bobo ni bi Bobby.
Oh, Bobby. Meza medase. Well, meza medase me ba aye new team wana afi me de Mr. Boadu, Mr. Sportingman, and so asosona. Mama nhwe. Well, I miski say Kudus be our own Barcelona fans. Spurs will lose cause. Okay, Mama nhwe say pray for Real Madrid. I see them relegated. I am Mark Pencil and a market this message in the buy. Fatih Ashiyama say Mbappe's form shows Barcelona will not win the league. And no message on also at the buy. Well, Mark Pencil say Kudus will dismantle Nuno Mendes today. The season self, I know see the second position. Erica Elikem, I don't know, I didn't a message by. Well, I said some, let's say Chelsea Barcelona will win the league, La Liga, Bayern will win the Bundesliga, Napoli will also win the Serie A, and Paris Saint-Germain will win the French League Champagne. I know and a day and so everybody for so far and at the buy war new. So BBI cool, okay.
And then me share what's me share or stories in me and sape. Me share a question of the day, no only a music question of the day, no. Messa Swash Arsenal, so kakra. Of course, Arsenal didn't come home, but Madrid per se. And I will Ricky and some of the cost of Paris. But yes, start to say, question of the day, need be top 5 leagues, you know, why with me a Premier League, you know. Also, Obia one features how they stay as a club. Now, features, nobody as they win or they continue to stay relevant with time. Obetime who say club we say in the suit so or your winner a coin of first winning, you know, you can speak with the one year from the years a watch a day by what me predict about be do a need. Imagine me say Liverpool the marathon, or they love to go the marathon. For instance, so me I call that first. You started league the first 5 games. Now the first, now Liverpool at that third. And for more, they know they will come up. It's an element of the gamer. Yana clubs in Bibre. For instance, I consider 2 goals. They have at the back of their mind. They haven't said they will come. They will come before the final result of the game or the season. So Liverpool, with their defending champion status, the experience. I mean, squad no we have 3 more apart from Darwin and then Luis Diaz. Squad no. And then of course the coach. Season no Amudika J first one at the club. No, they lost just 3 games. A draw me and Sape the whole season. Nobody and now wins from 30 echo. Liverpool had about 32 wins out of the 38 games a year. They love to go the marathon. For Man City, what no take early dominance and one no. Said the Liverpool are comfortable staying and fighting from 2nd, 3rd, 4th spot. Or to season never come win. Man City there. Yes, starting 10th now or could that first while they love that dominance. It is when they can exhibit the authority, their character as a team. Manager never changing roles, functions or their ball within the 4-3-3, but changing players because some stay on top. And Unim Pep Guardiola usually on fighter on one front or fighting their free trophies 4 into Otimi Bobby Wientem. No energy, no any focus on other trophies. So I feel that Man City. I'll conclude well, but for Arsenal, imagine me say Zubimendi have a very large vacuum to fill.
Oh, some
from the time na EPN started, you know. Oh, the old check from 92 Noah Yanka where the dominance really started. And from 2000 as in Wenger ni Jose Crowder, or mama the DM department and a premium part every winning side of the Premiership. Because a DM na a premium part. She some person just a new positioner obeto to nasi. O person would Premiership ni bia. The DM ni a defensive midfielder. Check the teams that dominate here. As a Wenger episode between Chan Fegi and Namu 1 or 2, but I don't know you know or the Patrick Vieira and a Gilberto Silva na ye. And then at some point, Jose Suba be Remo. You remember, sorry, Makelele by, Michael Essien by, Michel Balak by.
Yeah.
That is the DM department.
Okay.
DM department, to also after Chelsea, one ever be on Leicester Unity. But before Leicester Unity, no check around that time. Drinkwater and N'Golo Kante Mino, one of the best DM combos I've been in your Premiership. Makasa a premium department. N'Golo Kante real with Drinkwater and Okem no can Matic Fabregas and Jema Antonio Conte with a back fray with defensive features. Marcos Alonso da
Victor Moses. And a free back and become 5 defenders with 2 typical DMs. Fabregas, Jabo, Lutum, Ujejatum. So that DM department in a premium. Then Fernandino Babetoaso with Man City. Fernandino Baya Jumana explicitly. Obi antimi sa Fernandino ne ya turi ho. Do obo DM bia bobo ne ye on and off the ball. And after Man City, you know the deal.
101.3
Rodri Asabetoaso. So who is partnering Zubimendi? It's Arsenal with Juma Ebon Papa department at the oil behind your wings, you know. And I'm with Thomas Partey at the free hormone on to me solo. Maybe I Jai Rice and Merino. We are here to see that. Okay. We are here to see that. Check on my Bobo Modino. Rodri and any partners once a maker. Ravenback or GB Nanu once a maker. You can check them. Even with Manchester United, I feel so I'm better 15th position. You know? 15 with a squad of mania fee, the little experience Amori Mancadano, I'm 15th, I'm better. You're away from that, my person is simplifying. No? Liverpool be defend the title. No? Whoa. Sada me. I would want to see Pep. I really want to see Pep, but Liverpool.
Okay, so for now, dear, who say Liverpool?
Of course, yeah.
Favorites.
Overwhelming.
Pep,
how he picks up. Pep artistic football or per ball FA, not solely about results. That's not Liverpool. Liverpool, you're born and you're far. Your results are your coffee, BBI, Boko. Pep Guardiola loves to go the beautiful way. And no name problem. It is a team now jelly with a lot of regiment. But the lot of check Liverpool team, no style of player. Yo, it will be on your board. They need the results and they get it and go. Look, the surprising factor be about Pep Guardiola. Oh, wow, see, Man City ni Wolves. Okay, sir, matches in the middle. Man City ni Fulham. Sa Fulham be about 6 points be at Wagu. Aston Villa be sad games, you know, Pep to me. That's my fear. Spurs be yade, but you can't afford home commodia. Yo, you interest Spurs kakra. Away from that. Luis Enrique, I love the manager. You know all Spanish managers, Pami promising, but read this from Luis Enrique. Or say we always want to keep writing history. Winning 2 consecutive Champions Leagues is our goal. Last year, no one thought we could win it. It would be a dream to win the 2nd consecutive Champions League, but we are thrilled to have this dream. But we, coach no die so of course so I can't say percent Champions League League 1 and pre home why na friend we Enrique call board meeting be as League 1 my and politically he's telling the fans no one himself also Champions League but this is where my problem falls here. Nuno Mendes say the Ballon d'Or won't disrupt the locker room near technical dressing room no. We are all doing well and focused on the match. Ballon d'Or is an individual award. Now no see no about collective no so I see we are all now all to us no share your council so we are all doing well and focused on the match. Personally I feel no I am calm. I think my teammates are too. Obi kasano ka I think meaning say our element of doubt on the team. But a person catch a dressing wall not doing any say said or no ya calm no
san obi
so tie ba ye san tie
na ya Hakimi ni Mbappe de na bobo ba no
junction no so na me
no me ha locker room
see ya ka say team growth so be starting from baby coach Zito wey ba bobo ne kakra ba kodu baby ali wono ni nyina ye team growth but odu baby ali wono a obaba be twam akwa kodu baby PG no ni nyina no ya every stage be abefa be team growth after some winning Champions League in the what everybody is thinking about at the next stage of their growth. Now that a disruption of the core. Because a core now, or more would trophy no, on be a 1 day in your pay. But when you have 4-5 players, you are 1 day in your pay. So in a bar, ya sound crofano, ya no be a pen when you be. So core part of the team no. Or be a person clever say, men I'm a year me hockey. Your strength and yet equally sizable. Obia de different. And then Hakimi so beka say o deserve Hakimi anka. Nanso no ordinarily ya we nyina adwen say we attacker and o deserve individual award. Who told us that? Etu beka say Usman Dembele need to be or the Hakimi. Why? Hakimi has been systemized. And you know, Luis Enrique person attacker use Hakimi. Now I attacker. He's a natural fullback, but the system respects the qualities offensively. The coach in the band were defending. He allows him to go to float on the wings. No, because deserve Ballon d'Or. Ousmane Dembele. Now, what I'm trying to put across and say, Luis Enrique Wajuma Bonopo, he is focusing on the Champions League, but behind the sources, there are little cracks. Marquinhos is the on the flamboyant Brazilian player. But let's talk about these guys. Gigi Donnarumma will deserve Ballon d'Or per last season exploit. Vitinha will deserve. Hakimi will deserve. Ousmane Dembele deserve. Now, who gets the backing of the club? Dembele. You see, Madrid there, Luka Modric and then Benzema had the patience to wait in their turns. The senior Makoya, Benzema Jebako, no more the Jebako. Xavi ni Iniesta and Chre and Waya Bonnet, they backed Leo. So we need your person where you be. You see, Ancelotti face I did we say twice. Baku AC Milan, Baku Madrid. At the time, Milan a peak, ne Pilo, Didi, Brazilian goalkeeper, no, and a Kaka. And we back Kaka and penny forward team no munina back Kaka no Kojokoye. And we sabe face from Madrid. Pep Guardiola so face bi Obasa. And now face bi Man City. Ombusa say who is your best player? Or say Rodri. No one can. Ombusa who is your best player? Haaland is scoring. Who is your best player? I say no, everybody includes the teammate, you know. Now Luis Enrique, who is he backing? Who is the club backing? Who are the fans backing? PSG story, no. My last pick here, Madrid. Shadrack me and Madrid Esha 4-0. Team needing to say Tyrol and Tyrol. Making to America.
Madrid come ball here, bro.
Tyrol. I'm not ball pa. Ball. Mbappe no Tyrol. Masa. Tyrol. Yeah, so I converted 4-3-3 no. This Madrid lost it, but Osha method now about Trameni, Ceballos and Adaguya. Who say Metaka? Who formation is here? How I actually say Omunjej na ho at the time of the kickoff, but in possession, I was one formation we say TV so an hour of our bono. But here are not roles and functions. I was on the yaw. So one when a chair. Now, and you mammy and sa and take concentration if you wo game now ocean so. And you mammy and sa the any Abufu and Nije and Areho. Okay. And you may you attention every game so Emma won't study the details no. I just saw what could the referee at them no bona toilet no and then a toilet. This is a flashback about. So Shadrack and Korean discuss goals no. Ancelotti here adwuma bi wa ma players ne be certain roles. Na Xabi Alonso. Oh yeah, Xabi Alonso here adwuma. So oh share short corner here mo boy. Odin Heisen wo ho. Obo ho Tchouameni wo ho. And abehu that Militao. But right outside the box, Oba benya Vinicius no anya Adagula na obo corner quickly. Shadrack and I'm trying to interpret roles. Xabi Alonso the man players, you know. And Abotremu me who say some sort of understanding about Vinicius and Mbappe team. Now Adagula has the compared. Now her team so the only upper and say was here I Mbappe.
Okay, down her.
Can check it to Rebecca? I am Mbappe.
Yeah, on one.
I am Mbappe. Mbappe writer. Oh, Tchouameni in the general referee also writer.
Yes.
It's what dream. From shooting position, maybe Ancelotti, Mbappe Girano. Any shooting zone, so when you know, maybe a Tchouameni Sujano, a shooting zone. But without Mbappe, one was say any power Bahasi, Vinicius.
Okay.
Now at this, so Mbappe, Obuno boxing, but Tchouameni position, they also that's Sujano. Tchouameni stays around the arc. Na Mbappe abasi ha na Vinicius go inside. So you know akọ corner na obeko inside. So Mbappe baba bia Vinicius gina ya.
So ba who go inside ah.
Ba ko be stay outside. With Tchouameni or any of the other methods.
Tchouameni no for rebound Ebeba Street.
And second balls.
Okay.
na Mbappe so apeke but more wider from the back. Coach ni use in a more liberal role. Liberal role means y'all check something here. Oh boy, now watch this pass. I mean, watch that pass. Now, Shadia Kakrabi or Hase. Aha, and a kind of synchronization of mentality. Maybe Adagula Crabono. Maybe Mbappe Kono. They need to sync up their mentality together before we want to be Jabo Numanamin Jim. Now, Oshadia Bia, ya Shadia Kakrabi or Hase, Mame. Adagula Jibona or Debano. Oshinechia, Ubenya Dia Sewo. Ubenya Trent ho. But Adan a core area ho. Two. Before now that the boy Nebema Mbappe no. Shadrack can hold on wa. Shadrack can hold on. Yo, in your own opinion, pass a F for pa and the
okay, we will go for Ceballos
and Vinicius. Oh, I can. Me feel that I cast a cheap passer. You know what picking.
Yeah.
But I cast a pass a difficult and a risk. A one. The other man Mbappe no. Minimum in definition of verticality. A pass on the man Mbappe and a coach be happy. To born to boxing. What they come as Ceballos, it's away from the goal frame. What they come at Vinicius, it's more diagonal and a squared pass. It will be sure now. What pass you right? Pass and answer. But who said no? I mean that's a cheap pass. And let me say this before I go. Including Gonzalo Garcia, the best striker for Real Madrid, clearly Mbappe. Because of the best striker, I include all forwards.
As you say, or ya to say, or your forward and also a striker and Casa because. The first no pay sana
no person use space no yeah a person of franchise space no say be fa box no there and na won yan freedom no oh dem person me no sana na Henry motie Sadiq Adam se na okotoko no sana na otie o franchise space no but ojibo no wi a o space na box no no that is how they strike. But when you are growing or you have other players one chair, then the coach will tell you no, stay close to the box. Then allow Vinicius to stay here. And Vinicius come boxing. So yeah, for me, in my opinion, the best forward or number 9, Kasa or the Gonzalo, Moni Vinicius, and Rodrigo Munina Befrefra. It has to be Mbappe, and that is what I'm comparing it to. Let me Yaman say, Upo Biobetimine Mbappe for status. National team football there baby Mbappe jano la me betche pass and we do hot attack ni abu akwa but club football no baby Mbappe start up page ni wa nya na sane Monaco afa no adu boom and I mean so sorry Mate new me that say Mike
fancy me that say oh chale ya bende ya beda yo wa say Donnarumma issue ne development free mobile you see. Most of the times, clubs take decisions we don't understand, but for the greater good of a club. The decision will affect and benefit club decision. And found like Chelsea deciding to sign João Pedro, about affecting Nicolas Jackson, but it is a club decision to improve that department. Inti, Osha the Obem ne de PC uniform no be say football mono. Does it make sense? Yes, it does. Donnarumma out for Lucas Chevalier. Definitely. Obi or steady football statistics. Erratic goalkeepers. According to the modern day, the demanding of goalkeepers, you know, there is no way you will pick Gigi Donnarumma ahead of Lucas Chevalier. Yes. Saves mu. And overall, the metrics for assessing goalkeepers. More statistics be what but I want us to just assess the goal on the field of play. But the way Sunday Shadrack, according to Data MB, check here, where last season performance. Last season, no Biaji say was Donnarumma's best season in PSG's colours.
Yeah.
Or play pivotal role abroad Moje Champions League. But check his save percentage. On the screen, as you can see, the other pink, no, Donnarumma, the save percentage was 46.9%. Now, if I compare Lucas Chevalier, the save percentage 76.9%. And the shot stopping now more cano. I think Donnarumma's shot stopping exploit per the statistics. And bro, Lucas Chevalier, dear so. Again, aerial duels. Donnarumma wapa. But here, he is dominated in aerial duels won by Lucas Chevalier, 47.5. Donnarumma 18.8. interceptions. Now about ball no, send me me who gym just to block play. That is where Donnarumma topples Lucas Chevalier. But Obia didn't come on now, or can't hear back or say the profile. Send Enrique Peso or body ball. Now, how does Enrique wants to play? Simply in explaining it, it means that or person the goalkeeper no the 11th outfield player. In the years about my coach but one of my passing a shot the center back. No. At times the goalkeeper should feel comfortable say or Babeka central defenders no swap bobo ni bi.
To say no ya on a prime ni bi.
Exactly the point. Into check here with Donnarumma onisa instinct no. So Luis Enrique did not really risk it. Sane be there obe over you see the central defenders no for most of the build up. And it is something that Chelsea targeted in the Club World Cup final almost with PSG pressing and making sure that they would disrupt PSG's build up. So goalkeeper ni outfield player now, then it means irrespective of say market central defenders, not omo person omo affected build up no. Your goalkeeper can still play out from the press because you're comfortable on the ball and an excellent passing range. Donnarumma ni bi. Into check his screen as well. Passes completed. Chevalier once again or Bruno Donnarumma so. But we perceive a focus called the long passes and the short passes. Chevalier long passes percentage no a drop about 29.4. Donnarumma is 37.5. Then we move to the short passes. Chevalier is 78.1. Donnarumma do 70% cry. And that is where Enrique needs him the most. Now, near pass XG or GA. Meaning passes no be bono. A more here to me lead to the option say a bet me create good opportunities for team no bono. Which is the XG expected goals or expected goal or assist. Chevalier 95.6. So it means that Donnarumma the Nahonji build up move or passer. Kwanya bet me lead in PSG ebe create chance ne lead to go no 19.4%. But Chevalier no Leo ne dey 95.6. So he's a crucial element.
To be a former.
And for footballing decisions, PSG will need this to improve their team. It's obi sir. Na PSG na dey no mo be oh after winning the Champions League, what next? What next is they need to be better than the team they were in the previous season. And in terms of being better, one way is to improve department here see Shemukina. And that is a goalkeeping department. The most interesting thing about Chevalier and consistency in terms of availability. Oh, per goalkeepers or more ball do pa across Europe. Chevalier will be in the top 5.
I want pra.
Check in a minute. Never compare Donnarumma there. It will give you the answer that you seek. And then the age, he's 23 years. Definitely, you are getting a goalkeeper who consistently can give you like 8 minutes. All other things being equal. Yeshe the AC dada. Near the tram for Nisa near the ABC dache. If at this stage he's giving you consistent minutes, it means he's somebody you can rely on and build your team. There are a lot of statistics to prove the footballing reasons in Tia. Omo Eja Donnarumma kwanya omo mpese omo ne be ye adwuma bi ho. Ebinie Chevalier only behind Mike Maignan and Thibaut Courtois. Omo make 165 saves last season. Then Emiliano Martinez, who made 156 saves last season. Jan Sommer, Inter Milan, 149 saves. And Gregor Kobel for Dortmund, 148. Chevalier making 147 saves last season, which is more than Donnarumma's. It is like people don't really know him. In team commanding in our Kodie, now go at Donnarumma, die and he's the best goalkeeper in the French league as per the measurement of a goalkeeper performances last season. And he's on a trajectory. France national teams, Wada from under 16 last year, Onya call up to the national team. Wayne Ankasano, he came on to replace Mike Maignan. After Mike Maignan did Lille, the French Ligue 1 in 2020-2021. On your transfer to AC Milan to go and replace Donnarumma. Tienio is a circle. Mike Maignan could replace Donnarumma ɛwɔ AC Milan ana we be replacing Mike Maignan ɛwɔ Lille. 3 years after, this guy is going to replace Donnarumma at Paris Saint-Germain and potentially, so to me, twice with PSG in the performance, no, the man Lille now, he will become the next French goalkeeper. So walk up a Baswa, then the French will look at this guy as a credible contender. So beat me to Mike Maignan as a French number 1. Now that's the footballing side. You run into the political side. Donnarumma the agent no why. It was Mino Raiola. Raiola we and Enzo Raiola ne or Mababe Twaso. Good. Check acquired Donnarumma first to leave AC Milan. He left for free. Milan for ne dia mememfe no mu yi ni free team nim. Acquire we de Milan for ne first no. Yawo eja ko ni mo wo nyum bi wo. Akosua misro wo jam fita. The story tells in this manner. Oba ano ni kunote. Ano sanso wo mpena. Now one ne mpena no hyehyɛ ho sɛ ɛne obekunu now akɔ mpena no because ɔdɔ ne mpena no. Now they made a sign. Sɛ obesoja eja no one ne kunu betena eja no ho no madwodwo omo kakra because aya na wie mu anwu no. Wontumi sɛ saade a ɔno oba no besɔre afiri ne kunu ne nkyɛn no akokuto sɛ ɔkɔfit eja no. Yeka so obi fiteja
kubom odena no kohum
exactly. And say eno ya signal ne say so nya sorry a ne mpra no we gyan onto agyan ne mfa wo ne kunu ne nkuno sumobi ehu. Then they succeeded with the plan ana ne mpra no obefa oba na after say ne kunu ni wu a ono ware no years after after the omoto omo betna edia ho saa ano hu so oba na sorry ekofiteja ala be ma ne peja akosia misro wo jam fita because minim de see here. Similarly, PSG will sit down, reflect and know Donnarumma has refuted several contract renewal options. Sadia yen try ma want now emfa yen kwa hu here mo AC Milan were lucky they got Mike Maignan but it cost them money. We will think and plan for the future. Into 1 year now, it is either you are living now to make us money, or even if you are living for free, Yama won't die go post and they did the same to Mbappe. Mbappe final year, Enrique said, "Mima wumbobi, senior wope," and we all saw how it affected Mbappe. So from the other side, it is a club taking a stance against a player, and it is PSG's communication that amongst the players they will not make footballers prima donnas to come and then call their wits or more nam hon or more trade or more pay a
sole decision from the coach. No,
it is the sporting direction.
Yeah.
The coach has an ultimate say, but again, it is backed by the sporting directors and then the club's hierarchy. Ye twa yana ye fuad ye wo ye so sani ye pese ye no. Inti Donnarumma and then the bind be or munim. And again, the football not their own team in here. It leads to identity. It needs profile. On the footballing side, the identity of Donnarumma. Enrique sees more value in Lucas Chevalier than him. Nisubai a prima donna agent no what to be a man. And Raiola one no mudili be obre. Alex Ferguson said, so far as all no Manchester United coach agent on any Juma. Exactly the point. So let's get that understanding. It's a pure footballing decision, and I believe that Paris Saint-Germain fans, they will be aggrieved to some extent. But I'm sure say Chevalier started that goal if he starts to give them performances very soon, when will be forgotten. At the end of it all, Chevalier is French, Donnarumma is Italian. I'm not trying to cite any way there, but the point is they would love to have a French lead their project as their goalkeeper than have someone come in and call the shot and then somehow stand off against the existing leadership structure. Away from there, football transfers Atlanta for the discard call Fulham for Rodrigo Muniz, 35 plus 5. At the same time, Omukope will be player, but they have not given Inter Milan a response as to Sika Omobeji Omo for Ademola Lookman. The Atlanta one, it is to prepare the way for the next phase of the attack. Reteguiko, they will need players in there. Skamaka has recovered, but they are taking decisions regarding the attack. Where does this leave Inter Milan and their pursuit of Ademola Lookman? Paulo Di Cani akoye interview no what to be a man Lookman say. Wom say what asem we ba usuban time. Na okra no Premier League no money mo because one mobra pepe bia wo league nim. Sadia, you have to report for training. Good. Ishak any Lookman. Why now feel say oya the club need the service?
Meaning they say Isako.
Adentia.
Unshare to say price no.
The Atlanta Yame Lookman no. Newcastle have not done for Ishak. And trust me, if Ishak does so or else aside dada, maybe you would have still maintained the standard. The amount Newcastle who you're moko fan no. By now are been home. Ni peak years. Send me asking who Zubimendi or Marco Fano. Zubimendi was still a potential. What dynamics now?
Because look, man, they nanka Fulham nanka.
What Newcastle have done for Ishak is just to give him the Premier League platform to just showcase his talent. But for Lookman, Atlanta revived his career. Ishak there near him the Wontumi. So I said on I'm kindness or deba. Lookman had no way. But for Atlanta and then Gianpiero Gasperini, go beyond money didn't they? Now Lookman story na Kekako Dela Ali DNB, a once promising youngster who emerged in the Premier League. Then again he lost his way. Or Codini or say
under 17 World Cup also.
Yeah.
For England. Lookman was there. Only if you follow him
after so boss, I'm pronouncing saying I'm more relegated. Now so be
but he's one of the brightest prospects from the EPP project. England
so from the mic, can I just say Atalanta for now be a
they revived his career.
Yeah,
but for Atlanta, Lookman would not have hit this height and even gone to the extent of winning the African Player of the Year. But then again, it goes to showcase I am starting a say football decisions. I am one who footballers mobile Anna no. The footballers don't think about the clubs when it is their time.
Yeah, me we say no play the cannot to catch, but me also be say I say Team Sherwood and no say to say exactly none of us say players, managers, might be among football club on but the fans rather.
That's it.
And women are baby and almost support because on so Barcelona the testing ya o ma Barca for yam shishi o mu. So no as on fan.
Yeah.
But fan the Jones say better than register Rashford.
Exactly.
So the manager, the player will be on fire.
Any interest?
Apart from one team,
any interest? Exactly. So I think the days where I was here, FIFA to me say no shemra, you have a contract. Your contract and a woman say I was so training, show professionalism, especially in the case of Ishak and Lookman. More contract. Your club a right figure to sell you. Sadia, why will you stop training? Still young Tiauka. I don't know training. Open so movie out. Come, train, prepare. But man, yeah, as what they say me tia me ye dear me pe because me pesa told me. Yeah, football, sir. So any vision of leaving as part of your negotiations, then you want to insert into it clauses. Kwaya me faso ame debeko. And then this fees ni way ba beshishem. Na me jaya ko. But to end with this, I have read Georgina Rodriguez share Ronaldo 2016. Na oye Juma or shop na yetuaneka week £250 million. £250, sorry. No be share Ronaldo na o dating 9 years no. She saw potential in Ronaldo. But before so be who potential Ronaldo, not also na bra about 2 years. Ronaldo share Georgina no ye juma wo Gucci store.
A Gucci shop one na Ronaldo shop.
Good. Sabe. Obesia brofu nyina wo UK o. So she prepared herself. Mema mo nye lazy on the street na mo mfa we nye useless motivation na na mo nya abotre ma onya abotre ma o be ma no potential ben na we show the ache oba ne say bibi wo mu aso odi wachi for 9 years obenya so mfa so. What have you showed?
Atopana
ana money ni abotre na money ni abotre me ye sure say Georgina ko shia Ronaldo no sabi Ronaldo ye kwahwe ababy a ko benya abotre atana. She saw promise. She saw a positive future. She saw potential first and foremost. And after man so Sebe enya Georgina na hu ofan ku anti na Ronaldo etu atena na 9 years. Sebe Ronaldo we hu ma FM ha. Irina Shake emu ahodo. I can't go on and mention names. But then again, there was something of value. There was something of nice into fashion. Ronaldo has invested into Georgina's fashion business. True or false?
True.
Again, Georgina also buy Ronaldo abrabom. You say Ronaldo has now ventured into fashion more. Our boxer shorts, perfume, way, adentia. Oba we a bear massa so boafo. And yes, I walk a cow sack to a ye glamorous. Nasabi etreno. A dream be you will be Pia Berman baby. Into Berman or the B con bano, no bano to the Biaka Berman. And so the story of Georgina and Ronaldo, it is not 2016 or 250 pounds. It is because the two of them have added value to each other. And that is why Ronaldo is giving her that. Obe reading the boys na 2016
university
oh you see obi count
I've loved Newton for one thing.
Yeah.
Obi on the wife nene ma kwatena abrochi because no European boy. Yeah. Both Spain and boy Italy no ma bubo cappuccino ni bia.
Yeah.
So can you can wife no enko sin agedem.
Yes. And you almost had.
But me amani ni won hu me one coded joint.
Responsible man.
Cool no aje wakwatena ne kamo na tuni ka. Gabare nko banka o ne hamba.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, mu hia mbe ma kofi fa dragon ni mu ade mo de ye. Yeah, the dragon ni we ni ade ye sa nyoma we. All that matters to the youth of today. Hey, sex. Bisano. Say, I dream ben no relationship come. Hey, sex.
Footballers
the way these boys research on sex, they have more metimia fire no. Come on, spend this time no on how to better relationship now.
Now come so the koduka we no why.
How many day? Oh, right here, couple. What here, now?
Why the okay, you know, guys,
28 years, not kidney, not way.
I'll born 29.
Yeah, no, born a Juma.
I should be just this if you have an abavena.
Madam, chemical.
Me am a cram copma, metum for. Also, me any approve you for. One couple, and I was all on the same boat.
Oh, yes,
And FDA,
I think come here.
Jacket, Mike Moman on the brewer.
South Africa food.
Jacket,
South Africa food. Yeah, maybe I fine pa.
You never get to a
war. Anymore.
Oh, you need come now. You're so now. You said you may see Congress nearby. Tell Komo and you the Ghana Football Association Congress. No, you need here Ghana for a Ghanaian league. No, domestically, Sika. Ayana Daso, Ayana saying the city, Anna FA president Eri Chuja said you and he said Omo Cam will be at 2 million Ghana cities. The winner of the league and Obetimienya and Omo categorized the prices in other from the 1st to the 15th. Ubenya Sika Akra Edi Ashobo to the FA president racket on Sika and that's what clubs no even the announcement and they said yeah Ket is here.
The GFA will reward on your team's position at the end of the league season. Per placements in the season will go to the 1st to the 15th place team at the end of the season. the 1st to the 15th place team. So for the first time in the history of the Ghanaian game, the GPL, the winner of our GPL will take home 2 million Ghana cedis. For the first time in the history of the Ghanaian game, never before, Mr. Fred Papo is here, former Vice President. Fortunately, we have two of our former General Secretaries. They were very hardworking. Mr. Kofi Sia Emmanuel.
I know Kakri for the Madrid AFU President Kakra. What it to 21st win and 2 million Ghana cedis, Titiscania 20 billion. Do be the second 1 million Ghana cedis there twice so 1,000 Ghana cedis kopim obi obedi 15th and ebenya 200,000 Ghana cedis titiscano as a 2 billion zike dasu nyina no from first position kopim with the 15th no 9,500,000 Ghana cedis. There's a 90.5 billion and for the 2025-2026 season we are to Ghanaian league no so man for busa say for no munya sponsors as sika no quote figures ye the way beto so ye the way beto sika no free and eba and o say day na omo launching of Adesa production omo dey to just say some partnership na omo enso etimi aye no eno sika and omo edi share league no TNT every president on sika no be free edeba a omo dey rally league no wa kire baby a wo munye sika for investment TNT every president.
Wontumi. If all of you go back to the video, I think I was very clear on the source of funding, so there's no secrecy about it. And I'll plead with all of us to stay with the truth at all times. The truth of the partnership can be seen clearly in my presentation, in my speech of that day. There's no cloud of secrecy. Let me repeat what I said. I said the money that will be made available to our clubs is from the partnership. This is what I said.
President to clarify duty I was mutia ya munteni ye na afi mu nkwe se dem besi akanafa around seminar and another one Ghana for so mu ho ya item 13 no say course and asanko say course ema GFA no o ma approve extension of every president in 10 no o ma dey call 3 terms and say every president bia no ebitimi akọ 12 years and no kakri for the votes no say ne sikwa omo vote here no 124 delegates 114 and vote for as a president biano enko term no kakra if you no de banti sa na vote ne ko ye ntie announcement na bra omo announce say efi no is o magia tuma limited term no is the omo e call 12 years third term and so beba ye betie kakra and so free mu e ba one announcement omo ye.
In this article, we agree with the proposal, but we highly recommend aligning it with the FIFA model, proposing as per the following. Then they give a draft of how it should be. It says the mandate of the president, the vice presidents, and members of the executive council shall be for 4 years. Their term of office shall follow the same electoral cycle. Their mandate shall immediately begin after the end of the Congress, which has elected them, and expire at the end of the Congress at which their successors are elected. No person may serve as president for more than 3 terms of office, whether consecutive or not. All other members, including any vice president of the Executive Council, may serve for no more than 3 terms of office, whether consecutive or not. Any partial term of office.
Sem for the Bentiafe no omanya e de atudwana fancy said the make no ye omo votes for and votes against, voted for and voted against proposal no koye no clubs be say Karela, Samates, Brekum Chelsea, Ken Pfizer, any Accra Lions omo 2TI say omo mpese FA president be
established.
Oh yes, your information e nya no and has etofo omo de omo ye voted for Kotoko abstainie omugina mfimfini omanto for or against eno information ekutaye na every president on so obekota term no eze de yenya ademra beto eze adamma woket and also omumu yenya abotrans at time no dura ono abe decide say we no kro nyantwa we no wie for we no wie ti o wie a na so obesa ko bi mo be decide yenti
Krakow would seek re-elections. I think that question is premature. We have, at the minute, almost 2.5 years to serve the Ghanaian game. And when it comes to that time, I will make a decision. Just like many other people who are eligible to make a decision and to contest. Okay, so this should not be a topic for us. What should be a topic is how we handle the new wind that is blowing around our domestic game, the high level of investment that the FA has worked to bring it to a reality, and how well our clubs can respond to our current situation in our attempt to develop the Ghanaian game.
Area some kakra every president couple no area to jointi we said new Messi company fun bebre enso kase after nyina no nyame adom ochine beboa no na ye de wonsem e dia ba na fancy mjenra na tweet bi enam say Dr. Gift Mensa technical advisor for the sports ministry by say GH1 for na a post is as a Gifty Mensa or area any pay say ono na omayi no sir or advisor to the sports ministry and say ministry no they release about on things say omuni mo hwe sansem na nam no omniti GH1 for so patch or say omusre say statement no we can buy no omusre eno kakra if you dey ba kotoko so Saturday ombebo neat soccer academy or preseason no e Cape Coast yemfancy e china Babe to us sports bites.
Okay, may I say Supremo. New.
Yo, fetch me. Akwakwa bato. Of course, a major
yeah, won't see.
Major event or your calendar so I understand couples so be about but young watch now the metask couples or my transfers in order to run a house and a new signings go start some more new additions in it. But I love him for centering the subjects on the scene. My Canada, my person is also pretty view. I don't care about who leads our football. I'm so no American. Se nipa obedi football na nim de be fa the right path. Why should I care about the leader? Dem here you odi nwan na nim de fa ekwan ese fa so. But you are not split we are then we go back and search for why na di nwan yinam, why na di na ntwe nam. But someone nam in line no more ye my writer. Ya fa cheme. Adi adi na be kwa kobu say why na show mo say. Where has our football got into? From Orek Nyantechi time, ABC Normalization Committee. Many Normalization Committee this year Dubai 2019. Now, hopefully, Professor Kofi Amwa, Nesameko 4. Ome told me Blaster come. Sat in a private capacity with Kwesi Apiamo. Okay,
Mekai pa.
Ome told me 3 guys. Now, hopefully, Sameko 4 and now Professor Kofi Amwa backed by Dan Kwaku Yabua.
Citizen Kofi.
Kakraya omudi anim de call AFCON 2019 and that happens to be the last major point of the AFCON for Ghana. Baby stretch we are fena mo bebam. Enti so bi obekaya konachi ya na administration we ta hama on ya nyere ye ho osa AFCON no because ya makai o sa 2015 ukuko bi na 2012 na ukubi okay performance no solid. It was good. Import your team friends and title no from 2010 no by an Egypt final and get to be ball no to net no so about do 2019 no na ye free mu run of 16 administration way baby e kokodru dey enye yaw e free hoba no send a blaster no akokodru until last time na 2019 Professor Kofi Amwamudi anim dey kodu that stage and I kasa nye no administration will take over no where have we got into? Yeka wa zone B West Africa country 16 no and yachemu 2 A B yaw zone B no ye bokra na intimi ntopo. Where has our juvenile na me media reho pa bebre because I have been one person your juvenile football no media chirache pa. Yes. Satam krani ye ndia chire say ye ba be ka ho asem e de abaye adwuma na ye follow with passion. We have a lot of youngsters. I know you superstars once they were young. Omanya blaster ni bia moba na omo aye major dominant players or ye football no. Or they'll tell them to blaster about how many players. Juvenile football no who that blante. Opoko adwuma mu nyina I'm telling you say juvenile football. But yeah, how no cry dominating. We can't go anymore.
My whole opinion about this about when I say I don't care about who loses, but I care about the right path of football in the part of the befaso. Now me problem kakra me want to say Oraka to say my infa question ma aka 2.5 years dia. And in do ye hwemade no on pepa ne sakwa na atemni dia ye di ni bebrebe yi we sure say because could draw amana pepa ne sakwa your culture of voting in elections are nyina ye nim say ba ku votimi etare akonya ho on free we all know Oraka obedru say 2 years no oh na me fight for nchirima na na mudiri matamokwa ebeka could draw or obema prophets no e ka say oboa ono anti no ye tetem no o ma those prophets na bam a junction either say ha na say ha either or fight for no or fight for nchirima whatever be the case me baby am ti dem into nchirima because ono am say aka 2.5 years ye ntwen but kakra me minim ni die atem ni die we do fupe we selfish we ofum sika we say no krasa anya no krene yawo on ji sa atem ni die no kwada obedi for na so besides I feel no starting the journey work off and to be crowd up a fear the end the back end. Because if you're the man of status or CAF, who is that guy? Oh, Ghana Football Association president. Oh, Umuyedu. Yeah, let me tell you something. I love the fact that you're a traveler. When I'm airport now, on a journey on a trip now, what Ghana do free Ghana? I'm going to you're not feeling it to say. It happens to everybody out in the American, including
the time question.
Wontumi 101.3.
You are so right. You are so right. So be corporate be outside the Sanwa. The name Ghana no back up. She Orakofi na kofruko do you and Sorono. Look at how na Ghanaians you treat no. It will racket Sorono could no. He should remember say Ghana back no a huge demand. Now wayade Nyakopon ni makoma mu no kredem and na meka dressing room bonus maka boots maka football so mo cheche me ho na empanifo bi group mo metwe me ko hwe na test o mo so measure boss e wo efe na boss na ba ye break season no this production for akọ terms ye be start season no ye de camera be sisi o mo so kakra player no ye warm up ni ade safo no be post ni ade no obema each club 1 million Ghana cedis ya wo meka 1 million no busa clubs na de be ye dia momo.
So na say first name here.
No. Adisa production out in the Obo
let me say
it was non-existent.
First on the ball league now.
Then you try picture and I know YouTube for the try league last year YouTubers.
Wow.
I was say how. Yeah, I say how.
You know the OS
Global more global for no you enough for it was free content. Some person me cram stream one of the games. Yeah free was a chegum yan kan kre. But I feel you want me yensa. I feel you want me yensa. Sanketenkete yakote baba yara media stars no your camera say there be right now no those right no at this age. Now once kakra na beba no o mema clubs 18 bi nyina 1 million. Yo, sikai beya dimudia momo. In addition to this, we say wa obaji your league no. Obama 2 million Ghana cedis.
First so na do say
$30,000.
Yeah, 400,000.
Be 500 and 5 billion. The difference say no what they are born by 3 times.
It was peanuts. Yeah. So
400,000 Ghana cedis. 400,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes, it was an
400,000.
Yeah.
4 billion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Amoje league.
Which is bare $40,000.
$40,000. I can't $30. Sometimes I can't $30.
Say be a $30 rate in a year.
Yeah, anytime I can't $30 because me $30 official fee.
Lanka, ya sha league ya sana go stars here and kambenya 2 million Ghana cedis.
Kambenya 3 million or the 100 million seed money.
I would want be counted as 300.
Yeah, 3 million Ghana cedis.
No, this money is huge.
No, say baby be on bay ni no. Mo
that is it.
Baby,
this money is huge.
Me sebi. Enti me nkoba se bia de ket baby aye.
Na ye nipa
onye saint. But baby kakreb no be na ye okay no. That
is it.
That is why me bizarre say last season is mo say. So from 400,000 now call 2 million Ghana cedis. Say me nka say one year.
Oh no.
It be samra bi.
Yo. What me dear who you born me say there be me come clubs am no me adwuma no ho ba bia me fiba dwarfs ash gold we very go stars me dear on off season basis but I've seen your clubs no omuni ahoden sika no baako wakota operation no ayi no de aba
onye
egu obochire no de mawa obakeke ba bi onye sika no na ni business most park otona de otakwa o we yi sika no de amame de basa yakopon na na dom say mansifo ya ba otua no so atua sesei so yaw I've seen your clubs in so much struggle. Sika we be adwuma. Na me question back up na me twa to na mama me nua mobam. Say ya woni position ya de ma bibini na onya de a. Say do si yire no ho, e yire position no. So owura kete ko. Wa serve na ban wie, one prosper more, one Henry mu nyina yo madwuma nyina wie. Na ya odo beba be fa konwa na say onya de a. Sika beba ni nsem, omo oto oba na ye kakra bi. O de sika wo sa ankrofo no mu a. Me wa kira untumi nka hwe so untumi nka hwe na say si nipa no wa yira de no o ko say 4 times 3 say o ko to bi no aye konwa ni say
kwa no de ko
me say no aye yira konwa no because obetimi ato for voters na 120 as 124 o ka so betimi pay way out satam no racket wa amwa ye wo na kodi ba akofo bi e di say so a do ba ya no ni e sha say ni etu
okay
yaw omo ye vote in so number 2 along do tie je mu free atimi ko tinum omo ye vote in all right yaw
Andra was a demonstration from football for say they actually want to see certain changes, which is the term limit no more extending. Now let me say 2019 Congress I status we are 2 months and to obey the next GFA president we became ketocraft football for the man so said Debbie I was so moved blame there were a lot of then eventually I think it was Randy Abbey football no mon pass those statues no mon along the line they will make changes and truly per their FA's own constitution you see everything that has happened. I don't like the portrayal outside say it is non-constitutional. No, it is not true. And me, I will urge everyone. You see, at times, we get to understand. Me, the banking industry when I don't understand how the industry operates. Oh yes, you are doing a disservice to a more emotional you need to understand how the terrain operates. Again, the aspect of media coverage near there, we also the media were allowed coverage, but then again, like any company or any big institution does their AGM, annual general meeting, or more baby or more person media no more them on camera basis switcher and a baby a young person mobile. Yet to mean call ARB APES for no or more running rural banks or more annual general meeting. Yeah, the camera could see what could be. So you to me standing up near and cost stand chart for AGM near and quiet. No, they have to set the tone for it. So if they bring out guidelines just to help the media on what to do and what not to do, how is it an infringement of media freedom and liberty? At times, I know your commentary near your casamuno. Portray ye and the say. Then if it goes out there, no be or tisan your way as a tear. A money panel or started to and value or not really regard sports analysts or sports pundits and our presenters. And so we need to change. Over most times, I am passion for the game. No, so we are not able to educate as we should. What happened yesterday was a demonstration. It's a football for one say. Time limit in him. The court. Does it fall foul to the existing practices? No, FIFA was 3. FIFA yet 3. Even FIFA the Enocrano was Infantino be shame in a period where there was that meeting in Blatter, when he became beleaguered. And this our first 3 years now Infantino be shame survey. Almost say Omashia no kuregu. So Infantino no obeko 3 times or 4 years each, which is 12 years. Normally it's 3 years now account. So Infantino will likely go 15 years. But again, it is football people who sat down to make this decision. Just as it's been done here. Now, the matter of what I say merit a woman and the demerit or time ni ebi ni ho. But I see this as continuity, longevity. We need football to continue on a certain path. Sani ebeya, you see, oti bebi awu free base. Nuwa hu bebi awoko. Bebi awu free bano. There was a lot of cacophony and a lot of things done in this array. Not that there was system nim. And to about the first year no, for stabilizing.
Okay.
The first time you need to stabilize things, make sure so what normalizing yoma. Then the second term will be for policy implementations.
Okay.
I think the final term should be again continue with policy implementations, but you need to see results.
Okay.
And that is why I think the third term allows for any leader. So obeshi shenyoma dia 2 years, so that the next leadership comes to inherit a structure that allows for continual growth.
Okay.
I was here to say nyoma we ask.
Yeah,
2 term. Now one tibe be a football for no move free about the announcers pose collapsed football and its foundation.
So almost one
no, you see, some of these things you need to read, understand the game, and know how to make some of these way. If I game the free bar, so maybe this FA introduced the catch them young refereeing policy, and the young referees say bar, and then we have referees as young as 14 years.
Sure.
What happens in the next 8 years? These referees will likely come, not just be Premier League referees, but potential FIFA referees who will be going for international competitions. And yes, at time no maybe in the final phase of this regime, a phase outer. The about now to be an affair who catch them young no so fast so in the we do what? Exactly the point. We need to understand things. Pram. Your developmental plan, omu develop it. Omu ye gym, omu ye hostel facilities, omu ye say. After 8 years, obi obeba biono. Or see they be in the pram na member ye stadium kesiye. You need some of these things to continue. But into another time we'll get to explain. But let us understand the running of your football. No, now inform me on what we say and how we go about it.
Mate, ochina how honti emzo bebana why ho adwuma Michael the sporty man and our so no I submission 9 day am I nano pay. Yes, ya do this moment terms that this time is for Siemens time. It's mo say wa parodying Siemens about